My name is Jacqueline Aby, and I'm the founder of MagmaTech, a fintech company based in Ivory Coast. I'm very happy to be here to share my entrepreneurial journey. So it's going to be more about me as an entrepreneur than about the company. But you can find us on MagmaSend.com. As you said, I'm Danish. I'm born and raised in Denmark. I moved to France, spent 3 years in France, and then I moved to London with 2 small children, alone in a huge city. I don't know who knows London. There's so much to do. You want to work. I played basketball. There's so many things you want to do. I was very lucky to have a community of friends and neighbors, actually, and ladies from church to help me with babysitting. But they're not always available. So I was, in 2009, thinking, why are you not able to book a babysitter the same way you book a pizza or you order pizza online? For the backstory quickly on this is that the first company where you could actually book a pizza online is Danish. It's called justeat.com. So I'd been booking food online since 2006. I told this idea to my friends about, I have this great idea. You can order a babysitter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build a booking system. I'll take the money from the parents and then I'll send a babysitter to the house. Everybody thought I was crazy because, first of all, who's going to trust a stranger to come into their home? And why will they give their money to me? There was all of these obstacles. So I stepped a little bit back. I was working for corporates at the time. I was working for Booking.com. But I was still maturing the idea because now I'm working and sometimes I have to work late, I have to work evenings or weekends, and I still have these children. They didn't go away just because the idea sort of dwelled down. So I kept thinking, maturing the idea. And then one day I was at work, and I'm a little bit, as Matteo said, when you want freedom, you have to really create it yourself. I came into work one day, and there was a lot of stupidness going on, and I just quit. I emptied my drawer, and I left, and I went home, and I started Day and Night Sitters. So how did I start Day and Night Sitters? There was a startup grant in the UK for £5,000. I applied, and I got it. I found out, I didn't know how to code. I didn't know how a booking system worked. I didn't know how a payment system worked. I just knew that I wanted to create this service. So very curiously, I found engineers on Fiverr.com. I found out how you could vet babysitters to make sure that they were not criminals or they had good background. So I started interviewing babysitters and building the website in WordPress. I taught myself to customize it, and then with engineers from Fiverr.com from India, they built the booking system. So this was really great because now I had a business, and I launched this on Twitter and with the grants. And as an entrepreneur, you're always looking for opportunities. And at that time, PayPal had an offer out saying that you could have PayPal for free for the payments and the booking for 6 months for free. But for my launch Day and Night Sitters, I applied. I got the service for PayPal for free. But I didn't get any bookings for the first 6 months, so that was a loss. After 6 months, I got my first booking, which was really exciting because you might have an idea and someone would also need your services. But when I got the first booking, I was like, oh my God, they really want this. And then it just took off by itself because word of mouth, so this is the next picture. Word of mouth, we've been looking for this service everywhere. Other people had the same need for an on-demand babysitting. We got regular babysitters daily, monthly, and from customers coming into hotels. I partnered up with Fantastic Services, which is a domestic service provider. And I asked them, do you want, I actually tried to sell them Day and Night Sitters in 2016. And we got back in contact in 2017. And so they started launching the babysitting on the app, which was great. And then at the same time, another company came in. They did a copy and paste of Day and Night Sitters, and they launched their on-demand babysitting service with the same taglines as me. It was fresh, young Howard dudes that raised a lot of funding, and I just thought, okay, I think I'm out because I created something I was really proud of to know that other people could need and other people could make a lot of money of. And luckily in that time, I had already stumbled into money transfer because the person owning the company had seen me and seen what I did and wanted to work with me and use my engineers to build the money transfer system. So I came into money transfer, from babysitting to money transfer. I knew nothing about it, but I found it so exciting to know that you could be enabling money transfers from the UK, from Europe into Africa, low cost, and you're serving your people, really. But as we're doing this, there were so many troubles with beneficiaries getting paid. So I moved to Ivory Coast in 2018 to be able to find out what is the real problem. And the problem was the infrastructure of payments and the partnerships there. So Ivory Coast 2018, we integrated with a mobile company. I think we're one of the first money transfer companies that were actually paying from UK to mobile money in that time, which was really exciting. And I found out all of these gaps there were in the system to actually transfer money, not just from Europe to Africa, which a lot of big companies do very well, but intra-Africa. So there are all these companies, but there is no link or no bridge between them. And that's how when I stopped working with the money transfer company, I launched MagmaTech in 2021 to build this infrastructure between mobile operators, banks, and distributors for cash pickups in West Africa. And I onboarded other money transfer operators and other fintechs and aggregators onto my system. So as an entrepreneur, when you see a gap, when you see a service that you would need, okay, when you see a service that you would need, you can create it yourself. As a mom, I needed a babysitting service. I created it and it was successful. As a business owner, I needed payment infrastructure. It wasn't there. I built it and it worked. And when you really use your purpose and your passion and your willingness to make something work, you can create your needs into a scalable business, because the headquarters in Ivory Coast, we have 6 subsidiaries across West Africa, and we're scaling in now to East Africa. So a business, a passion and a need is scalable. There's no limits. I believe if you want something or you need something that you find a gap, it's not there, and you create it, other people will also need your services.